Welcome to Gaia's Love, a podcast of brief messages to help humanity bridge the gap to the new earth. My name is Vivienne Gerard. It is my delight to be a scribe for consciousness today, sharing the wisdom that flows through from Source. Here we go. Episode 169. It is Friday and new moon in Aries. It is warm here in Cincinnati, gray, rainy, kind of cloudy, I think, for most of the day. But things are shifting, energies are moving, and it is tangible. It is such a fun time for me this time of month. So let's just dive right in. New moon in Aries. Aries is all about, the Aries is fire, right? It's a fiery sign, and there are some beautiful posts and descriptions that you can find on Astro Mama and Mystic Mama and all kinds of different websites that will give you the interpretation of the planets from an astrological perspective. What I bring to you today is some Osho Zen wisdom from the cards that I pulled from the last new moon until this new moon. So I've shared this before, but usually around the time of the new moon, I'll sit down with my Osho deck and I'll go through these questions that were prompted by, oh my gosh, I can see the book now and I can't remember. Sarah Faith is her name. She used to print these books, but she no longer does them. But she had offered an idea of how to do a spread of questions. And so you create an arc, and it starts with the energy, the vibration that you are in right now, where you see yourself at in your path. And then you pick where you want to be from the deck a month from now. And so at the last new moon, I pulled the Creator card for where I wanted to be today by this new moon. And then there were all these questions that, guided me through how do I get from there to here, and what are the things that are going to slow me down, and what are the things that are going to help me move through my challenges or my resistance. And so I go through the month checking in with those cards, every few days, and just looking at the descriptions and seeing how that can guide me. And so today, as I was preparing for the podcast, I looked at the Creator card again, and I was like amazed because it's exactly the energy of this new moon in Aries. And that's not what I was thinking about when I pulled that card. I wasn't tuning into what the new moon would be a month from then, just where I wanted to energetically be moving towards. And so the Creator card is from it's the King of Fire in one of the minor arcanas, and it's about the mastery of action, which completely aligns with the energy of Aries. So of course I'm going to bring it to you so that you have the same feeling or vibration that you can tune into and see if it's a match, and perhaps it provides some inspiration for you as we begin a new lunar month today. So I'll read it to you, and then we'll see if there's anything to add to it. Okay, so from the Osho Zen deck, this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. It's called the Creator, and it shows this very Buddha Zen-looking master that's sitting very still. The card's full of yellows and oranges and reds. And then right from the solar plexus of this person is all this light. It looks like the person is holding the sun in their lap. It's really beautiful. I'll post a picture of it in the Soulshine Tribe, and that way you can see it. As I lose the page, if you are looking for the image, you'll be able to see it. All right, the Creator. There are two types of creators in the world. One type of creator works with objects. A poet, a painter. They work with objects, they create things. The other type of creator, the mystic, creates himself or herself. She doesn't work with objects. She works with the subject. She works on herself, her own being. And she is the real creator, the real poet, because she makes herself into a masterpiece. You are carrying a masterpiece hidden within you, but you are standing in the way. Just move aside, then the masterpiece will be revealed. Everyone is a masterpiece because God never gives birth to anything less than that. Everyone carries that masterpiece hidden for many lives, not knowing who they are, and just trying on the surface to become someone. Drop the idea of becoming someone, because you already are a masterpiece. You cannot be improved. You have only to come to it, to know it, to realize it. God has himself created you. You cannot be improved. And that has this commentary. The Zen master in this card has harnessed the energy of fire and is able to use it for creation rather than destruction. He invites us to recognize and participate with him in the understanding that belongs to those who have mastered the fires of passion without repressing them or allowing them to get destructive and out of balance. He is so integrated that there is no longer any difference between who he is inside and who he is in the world outside. He offers this gift of understanding and integration. I said imagination. Kind of both. He offers this gift of understanding and integration to all who come to him, the gift of creative light that comes from the center of his being. The King of Fire tells us that anything that we undertake now, with the understanding that comes from maturity, will bring enrichment to our own lives and to the lives of others. Using whatever skills you have, whatever you have learned from your own life experience, it is time to express yourself. It's such a good card, isn't it? Like, how empowering are those words in the description, and then when you see the image, you'll just feel the strength and the power of this card and what it's conveying. For me, when I picked it last new moon to move towards that energy for this new moon, my goal was to be so in alignment with my own knowing of who I am, that everything that I am creating is coming from that centered, steady place within myself. And that's why I love this card. It's why it shows up so often when I do my own readings. Everything that I do or create, let me see how to say this. The intention with which I create podcasts, meditations, show up for my healing sessions, like everything that I do, it comes from the steady knowing that there is this light that is inside of me that is infinite and eternal and beyond my human understanding. And as long as I trust in that, as long as I am steady and present and remembering that that light is what's guiding me, as long as I keep coming back to that, anything that I do or create is coming from good. It's coming from a perfect example. I was watching a Maya Angelou video this morning while I was getting ready, and it was clips from her life and things that she said. And the very first thing she said is, just do right. Do right. And as long as you keep doing right, the outcomes will always align with what is best. Just do right. And you know inside of yourself what right is. And the way she said it, I was like, yes. And then she had another clip in the same video. I posted it on my Facebook page. She said, there is a still quiet space inside of each one of us that is only for us, that is just for the individual. It is a quiet space of integrity, and do not ever allow someone to violate that space within you. She said it much more eloquently than I did, but she says, like, you know, that place is not to be shared with others. It is only for you. And when you guard that as the most precious, I'll use my word, light inside of your being, then there will be times that you say no. There will be times that you say stop. There will be times that you change course or direction, and that creates ripples in your life. But that knowing, that light within each one of us, it's our precious gift, our consciousness, our individuality, who we are in this human journey. And so we know that best, right? That's the energy of this creator card. When you know that's who you are inside, you're not trying to be someone. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're not trying to accomplish things. You're being that light and shining that light and radiating that light out. And anything that would try to dim that light or shut down that light, you say no. You say no, and you continue coming back over and over again to who you know you are. Really, I would watch the video because the way that she says it with her beautiful voice, oh, she's so amazing. It was just a really powerful visualization or guidance. Yeah, guidance, a powerful guidance for all of us. So as we step into another lunar cycle, this new moon in Aries is the first one of the astrological year. Again, read posts by those who are trained in astrology because you're getting my filtered version of it. But Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, so it kicks off this new year for us astrologically. And so this new moon is kind of like our New Year's on the calendar year. Be intentional. What is it that you are wanting to dream into reality? What possibilities are you opening up? And then if you align with this energy of the creator, you know that whatever it is that you're moving towards, when it comes from that light within each one of us, anything is possible. Anything can be created. When it comes from that pure vibration of the creator inside each one of us, and we're in alignment with that light and integrity with that, it's amazing what we can do in the next year. So I'm going to create a new moon meditation next, and I'll share that on my Facebook page and my website. And so you can tune into that if you're looking for some sort of guidance. If you're looking for really awesome guidance on the new moon, not some sort of really awesome guidance, then you can tune into the new moon meditation, and it'll show you a way. It'll show you, I reflect in those meditations what your way would look like. And I hold a really clear portal for that, so that you can tune into which direction is most in alignment for you. So that's next on my agenda. And then tonight we have our new moon circle. So there is a lot of really powerful, beautiful, steady energy that is coming from me, through me, and out into consciousness, into humanity, into Earth at this time of the month. All right, I wish you a beautiful lunar month ahead and an amazing weekend, and we'll be back on Monday. Thank you for tuning into this vibration of pure love. I invite you to join me in aligning with the optimal health of your mind, body, spirit in the virtual community of Viv's Energy Gym. You can learn more at mysouljourney.com. Let's take this message of Gaia's love out into all of our relationships and communities today. So much love from my heart to yours.